Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony Wall Street Trader, 1:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, September 17th, 2021. All right, let's talk about this. Not financial advice, educational only. Click the subscribe and the bell if you want to know about RLC videos that come out from me. Number 2, click the thumbs up. Share the video. Why? Because we want everyone to know the greatness of Web 3.0 and we want everyone to understand and see RLC. So, intraday updates are on the Twitter link below the video. Let's move forward. RLC US dollar. Where are we at? Well, clearly looking like sideways action. Almost looks like the Bitcoin action, except hasn't rallied the way Bitcoin has. Now, looking at this right now, we are catching a bid right over here. Let me just zoom in so we all get a feel and appreciation for how these trend lines operate. So, bounce, bounce, bounce up. So, support, support, support. The question, and obviously resistance. The question is now, how do we know which way this pair will go? How do we know which way RLC US dollar will go? Well, we always talk about this ad nauseum. RLC Bitcoin is one of the underlying pairs, and the other underlying pair is Bitcoin US dollar. So we need to look at both of those to figure out where the RLC US dollar pair is going. So RLC Bitcoin. We are on a massive support line here that has started back in sometime in February. And I talk about, this is the highlight of the video whenever I do RLC. This is the chart action I love to see. Now, we have to make sure we stay over this. This would be bad news if we start dropping here. This would be very bad. So what can we expect? Right now, look, we've hit this several times before. We are at a point where we need to bounce back. I am very bullish still. I just think we're going to bounce back. If I didn't really think we were going to bounce back, I'd start selling off some of my positions here. But again, I'm also in it for the long term. So, it wouldn't really matter to me what I thought right now. But, if I was really, really feeling like this would go down, I probably would pair off some of my RLC. But I don't expect this to go down. I think this is a great line of support. We'll have to we're going to keep our eye on this, obviously. I'm not doubling down here, obviously, either. But, I have what I want in terms of risk capital towards RLC. So we're good there. Now, Bitcoin US dollar, the other pair that drives RLC US dollar is right here. Look at this. This almost looks like, I'm going to draw it, but just for my own, oh, man, let me just, yeah. So this looks almost like a flag, right? You have the pole and you have the, the cloth of the flag right here. So again, I've seen this pattern happen a lot. It normally means you could see a breakout or a melt up from the point at which it breaks out of the flag by 50% of the flagpole, 46 down to 44. That's a good 1,000-point move. We get to 1,000-point move, we're up in the 49 range. So let's see how this thing plays out right now. I'll let this thing to continue. But more importantly, what's happening here is a couple of other major things. Number one is that it's continuing to respect the support line that it's on right now for over a couple of days, which is a good sign. And that's what we wanted from the last video. So we're treating this top line here as a line of support, which is good. The other thing I want to just point out to everybody is we have what's called a golden cross. There's the golden cross right there. The golden cross is generally a forward-looking bullish sign, which means that you have momentum on the 50-day moving average that crosses over the 200-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is here in green, and as you see, it crosses over that red 200-day moving average line. So it's really good here. I think all indicators point to an incredibly bullish Bitcoin regardless. Look, we're in September. Everyone says it dies out. I haven't seen it dying out yet. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Let me knock on wood. But at the end of the day, we got to keep our eyes on all this at all times. Now, let's look over at Bitcoin dominance. We definitely busted out of here. So this is kind of a bullish-ish like signal to Bitcoin, although it might also indicate some fear in the altcoin market or the fear in the retail market, which kind of drives a little bit of fear in the altcoin market. We've had a little bit of pullback in the equity markets here in the States. So, that may be tied to it. A lot of NASDAQ stocks getting hit. But at the end of the day, if you're in it for the long term, you don't really care about the ins and outs, the daily ebbs and flows of price action. But it's nice to know what's going on. So taking a look over here, bullish on RLC US dollar here. It's got a nice base up here, holding on. But what I like the most is this long line of support starting back from February, March timeframe. So I'm going to continue to post out and tweet out on this pair because I think this is incredible to watch and see how this thing pairs out. Anyway, I'm out. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.